My name is Isabella. My friends call me Isabella, and I'm almost 30 years old. Recently, I've been attending a lot of weddings, and I was starting to think that I was about to reach around the right age for marriage. Then, my boyfriend, Elijah, who I've been dating for 3 years now, asked me the other day in a casual tone,
"Do you want to get married?"
As if it was an extension of our daily conversation. To that I answered, "Yeah, I guess so."
As if we were deciding what to have for dinner tonight.
And then we got engaged. Neither he nor I like romantic things, so this proposal was just like us, and we laugh about it now. Still, I had a certain idealistic view of weddings, and with work and wedding preparations, I had something planned every day these days. With less than a month to go before the wedding, today was the day of the final meeting with the venue staff to discuss the decorations for the reception. Elijah, I'm done with work, so I'm going to the venue first.
The venue? What's going on today?
We're meeting today to discuss the decorations for the reception. They asked us to submit the list of songs we want to use by today, right?
Oh, is that right? I'm sorry, I can't make it today. I'm out drinking already.
What? You're drinking already?
Unlike your department, my department loves to drink, you know?
So you're drinking with people from your department?
No, I'm just having a drink with Ava.
With Ava? You two are in different departments.
We're in different departments, but we work in the same company, so it would be nice to have a reunion, wouldn't it? And Ava is in the same department as you, and you're also good friends with her, right? Wouldn't it be nice if I, your husband, and your friend got along?
I'm happy for you to be friends with my friends, but I wanted you to tell me first, and today is a big day.
What? Are you accusing me of cheating on you?
I don't mean that. It's a meeting for the wedding and reception, you know? Yet you're drinking with Ava. I don't know how to feel about it. It's one thing for your department to like to drink, but it's another for you two to be drinking, isn't it?
I'm talking about the fact that my department is full of people who like to drink, so we all worked hard to finish on time, on the weekends, and that's why I can come here and have a drink. I've already started drinking, and I don't think I'll be able to leave the pub until the last train.
You're going to drink until the last train?
It's my free time, so I can drink until the last train if I want, right?
Wait a minute, you haven't forgotten what day it is tomorrow, have you?
What's happening tomorrow?
The real estate contract. The contract for our new house is due tomorrow, right? If we don't sign the contract tomorrow, we won't be able to move in after the wedding, you know?
What time tomorrow?
After we sign the real estate contract, we're going to look at furniture, right? So you promised to meet me at the real estate at 11 o'clock.
Okay, then give me a wake-up call at 10 o'clock.
Elijah, I hate to say this, but no matter how loosely we decide to get married, it's about our future, you know? I've cancelled many wedding meetings like this, and I've done most of them by myself.
So what?
I'm worried about the future if things are like this from the beginning.
But you are managing the wedding preparations without me, right?
I'm taking care of it.
It's going to be alright. I'm sure we'll have to change after we get married, right? I'll do my best then. I've been on my phone since a while ago, and I haven't been able to drink so much. It's a waste of time, so I'm going to turn off my notifications.
What? Don't turn off your notifications. I might call you to ask about the decorations.
I'll leave it up to you, Isabella. I don't know anything about that stuff anyway. I mean, you're the star of the show, and I'm just a supporting player, right?
I'm the star? You're a supporting player?
They say the bride is the star of the wedding, so you can do whatever you want. I'll just do the final check and give the go-ahead. Well, good luck then.
What? Wait a minute. Elijah, did you really turn off your notifications? Then, I finished the meeting by myself without being able to contact Elijah. I was the only one who came to the meeting with only the bride, and I felt very small. The next day, I made a wake-up call for the real estate contract at the exact time I was told, but there was no answer. I tried to call him again and again, but he seemed to have turned off his notification, and it was afternoon when he finally woke up and called me. This never happened before, but recently his looseness has become more noticeable. But I guess I believed at this time he would become more responsible once we were married, and things would surely change. We registered our marriage 3 days before our wedding day, which was our anniversary. But on the day of the wedding, I was stunned. Unbeknownst to me, it had been planned that Ava, a colleague in the same department as me, would be in front of the microphone, and when Ava stepped up to talk, what she said was not words of congratulations. 3 weeks later.
You didn't have to throw out Ava. She came all the way to the wedding. You're a terrible woman to do such a thing. You left the venue in a terrible mood because you left right after throwing out Ava for your change of dress. What are you going to do about it?
Since when was Ava in charge of the speech?
I called the venue staff the day before yesterday. I was just having a drink with Ava. Ava said she wanted to congratulate you, so I called on the spot and we decided to do it as a surprise for you.
Surprise?
You know how often friends plan surprises for weddings? You see it all the time on YouTube.
I was surprised. What part of that was congratulations, though? She stood up in front of the microphone and immediately called me ugly, speaking towards a table where my family was. She even had the audacity to say things like, "You must be so glad that you got married thanks to your husband, who has a thing for ugly women." And, "You must be glad because now you can see your grandchildren. I hope Elijah's genes come out more strongly." I was surprised that someone could say such things, not just to us, but to our family.
But your parents and relatives weren't so angry.
Of course they didn't show it because they thought it would ruin the wedding. It was a horrible atmosphere and everyone had a straight face. Didn't you see it?
It was kind of funny though, wasn't it?
Yes, to you it must have been. You were laughing, weren't you?
Well, that's a kind of lip service, isn't it? I don't understand why you had to kick Ava out. How can you kick out someone who came all the way here to celebrate for us?
Came here to celebrate?
I thought it was pretty funny. Yesterday, when we read the manuscript at the pub, we both laughed our heads off.
Yesterday? At the pub? Wait a minute. Did you have drinks with Ava yesterday too? Didn't you tell me that your colleagues were throwing you a party yesterday?
Ava is my colleague, right?
I asked you to tell me when you have a drink with Ava, didn't I?
I told you beforehand that it was a party with my colleagues.
What the hell? This didn't happen when we first started dating. Ever since we decided to get married, you've been slacking on your time and commitments, and you spend more time with Ava than me, don't you?
No, that's not true. Anyways, hurry up and come back. I just want to finish the rest of this and go home to bed. I've been up all night.
You've been drinking with Ava and you're telling me you've been up all night? It's our wedding and reception, you know?
The wedding and reception are exactly what you wanted it to be, and I didn't say a word about it, right? It's like a reception for you.
That's because you didn't come to the meetings.
I'm just doing the wedding and reception because that's what everyone else is doing. Like, it's customary? I didn't have to do it. I mean, if it's going to be this much work, it would have been better not to have done it.
You wish you hadn't? You don't feel anything about our wedding and reception?
Because there are so many decisions to be made, and it's a lot of work, and the tuxedo is too tight.
You didn't show up for the meeting, so we just didn't alter the tux from the size you tried on the first time.
If you're my fiancé, you should at least be sensitive to the changes in my body shape. I'm worried about our future married life if you're like this. From now on, you should probably be sensitive to your husband's changes.
I couldn't bear to continue messaging him any longer. After we finished my dress change, I quickly returned to the venue, chatted with everyone who had come, and went home. I was so glad I hadn't set up an after party because I didn't want to see Elijah. A week later, I made a decision. 1 week later. You're moving into the new house today, right? I'm glad you managed to get the contract signed in time. I guess life brings what it brings.
So, when are you going to finish your move?
I'm not moving there.
What? What do you mean?
I'm moving, but I'm going to England.
England? Why? What kind of joke is that? I seriously don't get it.
It's a last-minute thing. I'm transferring to the head office in England.
Transferring?
I submitted a transfer request, and it was accepted right away. It's all thanks to the wedding.
The wedding?
You see, we invited people from the company too, right? They saw the whole thing.
Wait a minute. I really don't understand.
Simply put, I said I wanted to move because I wanted to get away from you and Ava, and the higher-ups who were at the wedding said it was only natural, and they moved quickly.
No way! Are you still upset about the wedding? That was just lip service. Don't get mad at me for messing with you a little bit at the wedding. Don't be so immature. It was just a joke to entertain everyone, so give me a break.
Let's get a divorce.
Divorce? Why are you taking that leap?
Because I can't be with someone who doesn't feel anything when his own wife is made fun of. In the first place, I'm not the only one Ava made fun of. Do you understand that?
What are you talking about?
Ava didn't just make fun of me, she also made fun of my parents who gave birth to me, and I can't forgive you for just laughing and not trying to stop her, even though you had seen the manuscript beforehand.
That's a form of comedy, isn't it?
I'm glad to know that you think that this kind of thing is funny. We don't seem to have the same values, so let's break up. I wish you happiness with someone who shares your values.
Wait a minute, you're being too selfish. Just breaking up like that with someone who doesn't share values?
I'm stepping down because I think you'll be happier if you marry Ava, who has the same values as you.
Ava's just a colleague.
Even though you were having an affair with her?
What? An affair?
I did a little research on you because you've been going out drinking with Ava a lot. I mean, it was your parents who did the research.
My parents? Why?
They saw what happened at the wedding and told me that my parents asked them to look into you two because they think something might have happened. They asked to help me sanction their son's foolishness.
Sanction?
Your parents financed me to look into it right away. I caught you cheating on your wife. Do you want to take a look?
No, but it's nothing serious. It's more like a fun way to blow off steam. Ava has a boyfriend too.
Sure she does. Ava's engaged too.
We were just trying to take a break.
Don't you realize you're wrong when you say that being with your fiancé is not a break, but being with your affair partner is?
Anyway, I'm not serious and neither is Ava.
Serious or not, it doesn't change the fact that you've had an affair. The fact that Ava made fun of me on my wedding day and you laughed it off doesn't change either, does it?
We've
already registered the marriage, so let's talk about the divorce now. In the first place, I thought you said you would change once we got married, but I can't believe you were still having an affair with Ava after we registered our marriage. I doubt your morality to stay with an affair partner until the morning of the wedding.
Wait a minute, if we get a divorce, what about the house? We've already signed a contract for it.
I'm moving, so you're on your own.
I can't pay the rent by myself, since it was supposed to be paid by the both of us.
That's true. You will be fired from your job. You will have to pay compensation, and most importantly, you will have to pay me the alimony and all the money I spent on the marriage.
What? Fired? Compensation? Alimony?
Do you really think you can get a divorce unscathed? You guys have been embezzling money by selling company equipment to pay for dates and posting pub bills as entertainment expenses, haven't you? We know all about it.
You're kidding.
You'll lose all the money because you'll be fired after compensating for everything. The money is for the affair. You'll be paying back the money I spent on the wedding, the deposit for the house, and all the other money I paid for the marriage.
You did what you wanted with the wedding.
I didn't want to do what I wanted. It's just that you were uncooperative, and I ended up doing everything. By the way, I'm going to charge Ava a fee for the affair and the defamation. She'll be fired from her job, of course, and she'll be broke because she'll have to pay for the embezzlement.
Isabella, wait a minute. We've been working so hard together as colleagues. Let's not do anything ugly like this amongst ourselves. Please?
It's worse to cheat on your partner with someone so close to them. It's a situation you created, and I'm going to make sure it's cleaned up.
Isabella, please. You can tell our boss about my situation. If I get fired now, it will be very bad. If people find out I've been fired for embezzlement, I won't even be able to get a new job. Will I?
You knew the risks, and you did it, didn't you?
That's true, but we're a married couple, aren't we? Aren't married couples supposed to help each other?
Don't worry, we won't be a couple for long. The moving truck should be here soon, so can I go now? I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer again regarding my claim.
A lawyer? Are you serious?
I don't have time to joke around about this.
No way. Seriously, my life is over, and it was just an affair.
You still don't understand the fundamental part. All of this happened because you didn't really think about me seriously. If you had, you wouldn't have cheated on me, and it wouldn't have been so hard for us to work out our wedding together. And you couldn't have been okay with me being made fun of. You didn't think of me seriously. That's all.
I get it. I'm sorry. I'll think about it from now on, so please reconsider. Isabella, please. Don't take everything away from me. If you do, you'll really end my life.
Afterwards. In the end, both of them were fired after they were demanded to pay for their embezzlement in one lump sum. They are now trying to find new jobs to pay off their debts, but it's not going well and they are working part-time for the time being. Ava's fiancé found out the whole story and broke off the engagement. They were never serious about each other in the first place, so they never got together. Now, they're both in separate places, weeping over their poor lives. I'm starting my new life well, in a new place where people don't know anything about the two of them, or about me, or about my wedding. How was the video? If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for watching to the end.